What's up, you guys? Welcome back to WIDEBODY Nation. We're talking tires for your C8 Corvette, your 2020 to 2022 C8 Corvette, or newer if you're watching this in the future. So, with that being said, this is a continuation video that is a kind of a follow-up from our wheel video. We talked Vorsteiner, we talked Volk Racing TE37s, we talked Forge lines, we talked BC Forge, we talked a ton of different wheels. So, I had to break it up. I don't want to make a 45-minute video, so this is going to be your tire video, your tire options for your C8 Corvettes, both stock tire size, maybe smaller tires, and then also obviously bigger tires to fit bigger rims or wider rims or all of the above, and so on and so forth. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you guys are subscribed and like the video as well. We do plenty of car stuff on this channel: car buying, car selling, car mods, etc., etc. So I currently have my twin turbo C8. It's sitting on a set of Vorsteiner VPX 101s. There's a dash in there somewhere. You can probably guess where it is. I have a little bit meatier, a little bit more of an Arby's. We have the meats set up on mine than your Corvette nerds, purists would go with, because they're like, oh, it affects the speedometer and the beep boop bop boop and the beep bada bop. So whatever, I think it looks good. I know there's a fist size wheel gap right here, but hey, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Anyway, we're going to go on to Discount Tire, because Tire Rack and Discount Tire are kind of the two main go-to for me personally. I know they are large corporations, but the accessibility with me moving around, being in the Army, Discount Tire has a military discount, so 10% off a tire purchase, that's some serious money right there. So also, Discount Tire will repair your, if you have a nail or a screw or whatever it may be in your tire, they'll repair it for free if it meets their specs to repair it. With that being said, I'm not going to enter our vehicle information in here, because we are going to run into issues with actually basically getting the system to like our tire, because Discount Tire, they want to know what vehicle you have, and then, hey, we're going to do rear tire size. So our OEM size for the C8 Corvette in the front is a 245 35 19. So remember, that's 245 millimeters wide. 35% is the profile of the tire. The height of the actual tire sidewall is 35% of this measurement here, 245 millimeters. So just do that math calculation in your head. It should be like 81, 82 millimeters. Don't do math in public, though. And then a 19-inch rim. So that's an easy one. 19-inch rim, right? 20-inch rim in the rear, 305 width, and then 30 profile. So technically a little bit lower profile compared to this number right here. But the profile actually turns out to be about the same because it's a wider tire, if you know what I'm saying. If you don't know what I'm saying, maybe I'll do another video explaining that. Let's view tires. Okay. Continue without vehicle, just so we don't get trapped like a rat in here. Here's some options. Okay. Major disclaimer, okay? 2022/2021 was crazy for supply chain issues. So a big factor is going to be if you can even get tires. I know, I'm getting tires for my 2021 Ram put on right now, and even if I wanted the Nitto Ridge Grapplers from Discount Tire, I couldn't get them. They're back-ordered on back order. I mean, maybe I could find them somewhere else, but I wanted to do it at Discount Tire, so couldn't get them. So I have ran this Continental Extreme Contact Sport. I have run this tire before. It is the Michelin Pilot Sport 4S competitor, and I would say it does just that. Has the same mileage warranty, 30,000 miles, so you do get a mileage warranty on it, and this is on back order, so that is not very helpful, if I do say so myself. Looks like I don't really mess with Pirelli very much. Wow, Pilot Sport 4S is on back order. Okay, so there's two different types of Pilot Sport 4Ss. There's the zero pressure, the ZP, and then there is also the non-zero pressure tire. So it looks like this one down here, this is the Porsche spec one. So I would say you should just get what you can get. The Pilot Sport 4S is the tire that comes on the C8. It's either the Pilot Sport 4S or the Pilot Sport 4 All Season. So, they do offer this. If you just need new tires, you can get them from Discount Tire. This is the stock tire size. Then we start kind of getting into the more crazy tires. The Bridgestone Potenza. Personally, I would just, if you're going to stay stock tire size, I would just stay with either the Continental or the Pilot Sport 4S, unless you really wanted to get crazy and maybe get into the Nitto. The N555 G2, that is similar. Well, that's technically, yeah, we'd want the N555, I believe it's R2, because that's the more drag racy tire. The NTO5 is on back order, so that's not really valid. Toyo, do they make the R888R? No, not in this size. It doesn't look like. Okay, so with that being said, here are some other options for tires. And so I did the Cup 2. I run the Cup 2, the Pilot Sport Cup 2 on here. It is more expensive of a tire, and it doesn't have a mileage warranty, but it does look way better, and it does grip better because I believe it's either like 100 or 200 tread wear. I think it's 100 tread wear tire. So it is much stickier than the 300 tread wear tires, which are the Continental. So let's check out tires by brand. Toyo. A lot of people love that R888R. Let's see if we can get our hands on some of these. So diameter 19 up front. Let's see what kind of widths we're talking here. 245. Oh, I mean, it should have popped up. And then, yeah, okay, so you can run these R888Rs up front. I don't know about in rear. I'll have to check the rear. These tires tend to run a tiny bit big from what I've heard, so I've actually never run these tires, and I'm kind of mad about that. I kind of skimped out on my last go round, so I'm gonna run these next time. Long story short. So let me check 20 here for you guys real quick. 20, 35 with. Oh, that's a 30. That's why it's a 35. Okay. So personally, I recommend running a little bit more meat in the rear of your C8. That's just a personal thing. 285. Okay, so you can run a 315. So you can run a little bit wider. So that's 505, and you can get it. So if you're looking to get a little bit hypey, little bit of a good look on your C8, you want to stay stock tire size, but get some better tires, some more aggressive looking track tires that I believe are 100 tread wear. Yeah, 100 tread wear. And still will be okay in the rain. These R888Rs, I've heard they're loud, and I've heard they don't last forever, but they do look super good, and when they're new, they work very well. Now, if you're running a bigger tire setup, you're going to have to go up to something like potentially the R888R. Let's see. Okay. That was cool. Not the R888R. The Cup 2. So these are actually the tires I just ordered. The Open Country AT3. I ordered those for the Ram out there. Tires by brand. Let's go to Michelin. I'll show you the tires that I have on my C8 right here. And if you're planning on doing a lot of miles in your C8, I would not do what I am doing, what I have. But that's where you're going to be looking at more of the 3-season, the 4-season tires. But those R888Rs, they're hard to argue against. So I'm running 21s in the rear, and then they're 30s, and then they're 325. So mine were right at about $500 a tire. I think mine are Porsche designation. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why I just did that. I'll do the fronts for you guys now too. Those were a little bit over 500. Then the fronts were 35 ratio, and then the fronts are 245s. And these do rub technically. The 2035, the 245, 35, 20s do rub up front ever so slightly, and that's when they're so sticky that they pick up rocks, and then that's what rubs on the inner fender, the innermost part of the inner fender liner. So these Cup 2s, they look really good though. I mean, they are obviously slicker than your average tire, and then they also don't have the rim protector that a lot of other tires do, like your Pilot Sport 4S or your all-season tires or your Continental Extreme Contact Sport tires. Other than that, I am actually going to be running the drag racing setup. So when I run, this is for people who are trying to drag race. So I'm going to be running these wheels, which Amelia Hartford runs these too, which is one of the reasons I'm doing it, because I want them to fit my car. I'm going to be running a setup that looks kind of like this. 18-inch, because of the rear brakes and the suspension, you can't run any smaller than 18. I'm going to be running 18 by 11. And then the tires that I am looking at are either the Mickey Thompson ET Street SS, so by brand. So I'll show you the Mickey Thompsons. I'll also show you the Nittos, because the Nittos, here, let me do that first. Okay, so if you guys don't want to get rid of your wheels, or if you have a stock size wheel, a 20 in the rear, Nitto has a good tire that I have been running in the rear. If you guys don't have any power adders like a supercharger or a turbo kit, if you guys are just bolt-ons, or if you're just straight up stock power, the NTO5R is what I have been running at the drag strip. It's what I ran at 11.1 in the C8, 20-inch diameter, ratio 35, 315 width, and it looks like they are available. So it's a pretty slick tire. Obviously, it has a couple of sipes in it. It has a couple of grooves to get you out of the mud as far as water goes, but definitely a drag-oriented tire. This is the tire that actually came on the Demon. Doesn't have a tread, doesn't even have a tread wear rating. So if you're any higher than about 500 wheel horsepower, I don't really recommend these unless you're on a prep surface, because they won't hook. That's when you're going to get over into your Mickey Thompsons. So I ran this exact diameter on my, it fits your car as long as your car is not lowered. You can run 315, 35, 20 if you really want to get down to the drag strip. At the drag strip, your Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, if you do a burnout, they may or may not hook depending on how good your burnout is, depending on the prep, depending on the temperature. But these will. These dead hook if your car is naturally aspirated C8 Corvette. With that being said, here are the options I am looking at for. I'm probably going to go with the Mickey Thompson. I'll show you guys those right now. Tire brand. And this is why I like discount tire, because it just makes it so easy for me to check out what I need to check out. So 305, I believe. Okay, so we'll go diameter next. 18-inch diameter. Unfortunately, I can't go 17, but it is what it is. And then I believe it's just a 40. So there it is. Now, if I ran this, so there's two different options. There's the Street SS, and there's the Street R. The Street SS has these different, has 3 vertical grooves in it, and it has the sipes here, it has sipes in there, and it has little dimples and what have you. You can also run the R, which is way stickier and wears down way quicker, and has slightly different sizes. So I would have to do at an 18. The biggest size is the biggest tire diameter is an 18 too. So it comes in 18, 45, 305. So you gotta decide what you want to get out of it. I mean, the Street R's are crazy grippy, and then the Street SS's are grippy, just not quite as grippy here. And these tires are expensive. Holy cow. $506 a tire. Back when I got these for the Hellcat before it got stolen, I want to say I paid $3 something for these tires. So this is pretty rough, honestly. Now, the other option that I'm seriously considering trying out, this other option, which is the Nitto, and it is the N555R drag radial, and they're much cheaper. And I can buy, it's a 100 treadwear tire, much cheaper, and I can also buy the warranty with it. So what I mean by that is if I add these to my, oh, it's on, oh, I know this is, sorry, I need the R2. I need the R2. There we go, R2. Don't be on back order. We'll see. Okay, so 18. As you guys can see, this looks kind of like a combination. This is similar, I'd say, to the Street SS, but it is technically 100 treadwear, so not quite as sticky. Let me see what we can get as far as width here. 315, 40. Okay, so that's what we got, and then this is available, and it's $418 a tire. Let me see if we can do a 305. 305 and an 18. Oh, that's way cheaper. So doing a 305 with the 45 18, only $335 a tire, but it's on back order. Okay. So if we do 40 profile, back order. Okay. So you got to go up to 315, I believe. 315. That one is available, and that's at $420. I mean, it's almost $100 more expensive a tire, but back. So watch this. Add to cart. We'll skip the vehicle fitment for now. So in the cart, we don't need 4 of these. We just need 2. Okay. So we got 2, but this is crazy. Most racing tires, most 100 treadwear tires, they do not allow you to do the tire warranty on them, but you can. For $60 a tire, you literally can basically do whatever you want to the tire unless it's completely bald, and then bring it in and they will replace it. Don't take that as a legal contract. It's not legal advice. This is not advice, but I get the warranties on the tire because if I curb a wheel, if I run over 17 nails at a time, and some are in the sidewall and some are in the tread, they replace it no matter what, as long as the tire is still in decent health, right? I think they have their stipulations on the website. They also have the military discount. They also have another 10% discount for just signing into the website, and then another. It's 5% for signing in right now, and 5% for using their discount tire credit card, which I actually have their credit card now because I was like, heck, I buy tires enough for all these different cars we have, whether it's the truck or my wife's RAV4, or whether it is, the Subaru or the future Hellcat at 10,000 subscribers, or whatever it may be. So I hope that is enough for you guys. I tend to stay with kind of the go-to brands. You got Michelin, you got Continental. If you can find a Goodyear Eagle, I think it's the Eagle 3 something tire, that's an okay tire, but it's tough to find tires in stock right now. So I'm going to probably try these Nittos out, and I'll let you guys know how they are. Everybody's tried out Mickey Thompson, so I'm going to try out the Nittos and stay on the Nitto grind with the C8, and maybe let you guys know how they are, and then you guys can just chirp me when I have trouble hooking up, unless it's on the. These will be fine on the drag strip. I think that potentially on the street, these might be a little bit of a problem with 800 horsepower, but we will see. With that being said, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at Real WIDEBODY Nation, and stay tuned for future videos on the C8. We got lots of twin turbo content on here. We got lots of Mopar content, lots of boosted content on here. So appreciate you tuning in. If you're looking for wheels, either hit up Sisio Performance for BC Forged and for Forge Line, or hit up Paragon Performance for Volk TE37s or Titan 7 wheels. I love the Titan 7 wheels. They are on my Subaru as we speak. These are the Titan 7s right here. Gold because Subaru, obviously that's just kind of a no-brainer, right? and here are the tires and the wheels. It's all in the description, folks. So appreciate you tuning in. Check out down below. I'll link Discount Tire and some of the wheels and the specs and the options that we have for you guys. And I appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't watched the wheel video, check that out. See you guys for the next video. Stay safe, and got a lot more videos to make, folks. See you next time.